The client management section on Count GPS has been laid out according to the lifecycle layout. This means that you get access to all the systems that you need to manage your clients all the way through the lifecycle, depending on where they are at this point in the engagement. Give you an example, very early, even before our client's lifecycle even begins, we're trying to do some marketing tools and processes with them so they can see the potential value that we can offer as an accounting firm. Once they see the value in our advice and our services, we're able to engage them under an hourly rate on terms of engagement or some sort of fixed price agreements. Our business needs reviews, that's when we have the crucial conversations with our clients to understand what their needs are and how we can match the services of your accounting firm to help or satisfy those needs. Our client feedback section, this arises around the middle of our client's life cycle. It's sort of like a midlife crisis, I like to call it, in the sense that we may have had clients for a number of years, but we aren't 100% sure of how happy they are with our service. If they are happy, then they can have a robust referral system in place so they can be advising their friends and family members of the value of our service, all the way through to the end of the client's life cycle into client deletion. So let's have a brief look at some of the key marketing tools that are available on GPS that we have proven over our 20 years of experience in the accounting industry. You can see within a couple of minutes you can put your own firm's logo on here, and it's sort of like if you go to a nice restaurant, you'll always receive a menu of all the possible dishes that you can enjoy if you were to eat at that restaurant. Well, here's a menu of all the possible services that a potential client could enjoy if they were to engage your accounting firm, but we've broken it down into 5 simple steps or courses that make it a lot easier for your clients to understand or digest. Now, just a little principle behind these content. All too often we've found that typically accounting firms just focus on the service that they offer. Now, we've learned in our experience that we need to capture our clients' attention with something that's tangible or understandable to them. Yes, we do mention the service, but our main focus is on what the service means, what the value proposition, or why is it important to them. Say, for example, you might offer business structure advice as a service, but why is that important to your client? Well, it's going to get their structure right from the very beginning. So the better we become at expressing our value proposition, and Count GPS makes it very easy for us to do that by nature, then the easier it is for us to engage our clients. Now, here's an example of how we could engage a client based on an Advice Plus package or a fixed price agreement. Again, simple one-pager, so in a couple of minutes you can use this with your clients. These are perfect for our clients looking for some certainty about what their fees are going to be, so we can be upfront with our package inclusions. But again, we've been able to focus on this value proposition, and we'll prompt you to do this by nature because it's built throughout the Count GPS marketing tools. Now, very early in our life cycle, this comes from our new client content in GPS. It's very important that we carry out some sort of needs checklist. The reason being is that our client may have engaged us, for example, on business structure advice, but now it's very important for us early in the client's life cycle to have these critical conversations with them to find out what their circumstances and goals are. So we'd print out this simple one-page document, we'd apply our firm's logo in here, we'll sit down and have a 1-hour meeting with our client, charge $300 plus GST, or we'd incorporate it into our fixed price agreement. And we'd ask them key questions about have they had a recently have they had a decent holiday, or when do they plan on retiring, or are they prepared for their tax payments. By having these critical conversations with our clients, they always relate to a number of different ways or services that we can offer to our clients or help them achieve their financial goals. So for a typical client, a business that we have coming on board, and there is a personal needs checklist if you need, we may be able to find $5,000 or $10,000 worth of extra services that we can offer to these clients, and we haven't even started talking about tax returns. So that's main focus for our external clients coming on board. Internally, we need to make sure that our existing client base are extremely happy. That's why we send the simple one-page document out to our clients when we send out our end of year and financial statements for them to sign, and we find it very easy for them to just tick us off and give us a 9 or a 10 as to how likely is it that they would recommend us to a friend, a family member, or to a colleague. So you can see the result of client management is we're getting more clients coming on board because they can see the value in the advice and we're really satisfying their needs as an accountant. Then when they're a client on board with us, we're making sure they're extremely happy with our service and they're sharing that experience and they're sharing the referrals with their friends and family members and colleagues.